Hello, my name is Joshua Mori, and my final project that I decided to pick will be on Christopher Columbus, the Conquistador. And the reason why I chose him is because in school I was always told that Christopher Columbus discovered America. We have a holiday after him. And I never knew that much about him, but the more I learned about him, the more I learned that this dude wasn't truly that great of a man. So he truly never stepped foot in the Americas. He stepped foot in the Bahamas. And the reason he first came to the Americas was because he was sent on a voyage by the Queen to go discover trade routes to India from Spain. So he was never truly looking for the new lands, but just for India. So when he first arrived, he called the people Indians, and that is why many people today still call them that when they're called Native Americans. So this is why I decided to choose him, and the specific thing that I wanted to look closer at was his journals to see the way he saw it. So his journals were about his first voyage from 1492 to 1493, and the original copy of these journals is not found anywhere, but he was he gave them to the Queen of Spain named Isabella, and she kept them, and she made thousands of copies in which she sent out through all of Europe and eventually from around the world. So these journals talked about him first stepping foot in the Bahamas and how he truly didn't appreciate the Native Americans at all. He called them dumb. He pointed out as I was reading through them that he met one of the natives and he handed him a sword, but the native has never seen a sword nor steel tools before, so he grabbed it by the blade and he cut himself. And Christopher Columbus constantly mocked the way that these natives lived. And eventually he decided that he wanted them to pay him in gold, so that way, in doing so, he can give money to the churches and for the people of Spain. But those who that weren't able to help and get the gold were massacred, and that is why I'm calling him a conquistador, because he conquered the Bahamas and killed thousands of natives that lived there. And the way I would like to say this as a modern viewpoint on this, I decided to turn it into a meme. So I decided to make Christopher Columbus a character from Among Us. And if you haven't played the video game, Among Us is about a group of about 8 characters, or maybe 12. And there's either one or two imposters. And the entire goal of the game is that these two imposters have to eliminate everyone before they get caught. So I decided to pick him as that because he was eliminating all of them, and he was an imposter among the natives. And I decided to make the natives these meme characters that look suspicious because they knew that something was off with this dude and that he truly wasn't that good of a man, but they found it truly interesting. So I wanted to go into my conclusion about the similarities and differences from the past and the future. So both of these tell the same exact story, but one tells you the eyes through Christopher Columbus, who was doing it for glory, for God, for Spain, and believed he was doing this all for the right thing and that he had every right to conquer. But if you look at it through the natives' eyes, or just entirely, you could see that what he did to the natives was truly wrong, and it was very cruel. And that is why I decided to choose this topic because I found it very interesting and it is very cool to learn. Thank you.